Hello and happy my birthday to you. I'm making myself kind of a loosely based version of Doan's coconut cake today. It's not going to be exactly the same because I don't like it exactly the way that they made it. I really dislike cream cheese frosting to start off with. And I don't really feel like the toffee bits are necessary either, so I'm going to leave those out. But we're starting off because this is what takes the longest, with some ganache. And in here I have 225 grams of chocolate. I've got 175 grams of butter and 100 milliliters of cream and a pinch of salt. And we're just gonna do this over a double boiler until it melts and set it aside. It's going to take probably a few hours to set up, which is why I'm doing it this way. Once it melts, you can't really whip it up yet. So we're just going to allow this to do its thing on the countertop for a little while. Before I am done with this step, actually I think I might do it now. Before I finish this step, I'm going to zest a lemon into this. And what I'm gonna do is, before it's completely set up, I'll pass it through a sieve so that the lemon peel isn't still in there, but I would like some of it to infuse into this mixture. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm also zesting a lemon because I want this to be a lemon coconut cake. That's another difference between mine and Doan's, is that they don't have lemon. I like lemon coconut together. So I'm gonna put this back on the double boiler.
Very close-up kiss.
All right, I put this back on the double boiler. I decided to take it off for a second because I didn't want it to get too rip-roaring while I was not able to stir it. And you want to keep it moving because you don't want to break the emulsion of the butter or the cream or the chocolate, which could happen if you just let it sit. So we're just going to keep it moving. I have the double boiler set to medium-low. And obviously you can make a double boiler out of anything. So, but see how it's kind of taking on a nice yellow tint? And that's not from the lemon zest, that's just from the fats that are not breaking emulsion but staying together and combining. Yeah. But if you were to just let this sit on the stove without doing the stirring, you would have a problem because it's a good way to break your emulsions or your sauces or anything. You want to keep them moving when they're overheat.
Well, I mean, you also don't want to burn the chocolate.
And you don't want to burn the chocolate. It would take a while for that to happen. It would probably have to melt first. You'd really have to step away for it to burn. But burnt chocolate is no bueno, so you don't want that. That is true. But yeah, we're just gonna let this go for like a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna take it off because the chocolate doesn't need to be fully melted for this to be ready to take off the heat. But you do want to keep it moving. And that's probably enough heat for that, so I'm just gonna take it off. Turn that off, and I'm just gonna keep stirring it until it is just a nice glossy mixture. And yeah, you just come back when I'm done. Okay, so this is what you want when you're done. There's a little tiny bit left, and that's okay. It'll melt. I mean, the rest of the relative temperature is conducive to melting at this point, and that's okay. We're just gonna allow this to hang out on the counter for probably a couple of hours before we try to whip it, because yeah, it's not really gonna do anything right now until it is somewhat solidified. So we'll come back to that. I wanted to start with this because it takes the longest of all the things that we're doing. This is what takes the longest, so that's why I'm starting with this. Okay. So we're back, and I am whisking together 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna go over to the mixer and we're gonna start mixing a few things together. So I've got 1 3/4 of a cup of sugar in here. It's brown sugar. And 1 cup of butter. And we are going to mix this until it's light and fluffy, probably about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll come back when that's done. All right, so I have here 4 ounces of melted white chocolate that I'm gonna stir in to this mixture now. And I'm gonna do it slowly so that I don't melt the butter too quickly. It's kind of a slow stream because the chocolate is warm. What makes this cake go, I'm not like other girls. It's a pick-me cake, but it's okay. In this case, she can get away with it. Because she's really not like other girls. I'm not actually adding any oil to this one, which is unusual for me. If you've seen some of my recipes, you know that I like to put oil in my cakes. But this one, no, the white chocolate more than makes up for it. So we're gonna let this whip for another 2 minutes. All right, so in this bowl, I have 3 whole eggs and 2 egg whites. And I'm going to incorporate them into the mixture slowly, one at a time. And I'm gonna go a little slower with the beater. And you just wanna let them each incorporate slowly. And kind of do that a little bit to kind of get it moving a little bit. Going with it. I'm gonna turn this back up for like another minute. So this is what it should look like when it's done. And it'll look a little bit broken, but that's okay. That's just the butter and the sugar and the eggs. And because there's a little bit of a temperature differential, so the butter breaks up a little bit, but that's okay. It's all gonna bake together in the oven. So now I've got my 3 cups of flour, my 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and my 1 teaspoon of salt in this bowl that I've whisked up. And I'm going to start incorporating the dry and the wet ingredients, starting and ending with dry. So we'll go in with a couple scoops of this. And slowly we'll add that. Now I'm going to add half of the wet ingredients. And in here, actually I'm going to turn this off for a second so I can tell you what's in here. So in here, I have half a cup of buttermilk and half a cup of coconut milk. This is full fat. And also a tablespoon of coconut emulsion, or if you can't find that, then coconut extract. And I think that you can get away with using a lot less coconut extract. I would go with maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of coconut extract. This is a little bit different. So we're going to start now adding the wet in. So I'm going to do half of the wet. And don't be shy, scrape your sides as you go so that everything gets incorporated in. And then I'm gonna add another third of the dry mixture. Slowly add that. And you don't want to beat this fast or you'll end up with a cloud in your face. And then the rest of the wet. You might have to go slow with that too. You don't want it to overwhelm the mixture as it's mixing in. And the last of the dry.
And you still made a mess.
It just happens. It is what it is. It was only about a teaspoon, so it'll be okay in the grand scheme of things. It's my birthday cake. I don't care. This is what the batter should look like when it's done. It's pretty voluminous, and it's gonna make quite a bit of cake, but that's okay, because we can always freeze some, which is what I tend to do.
Hello,
So Luna is gonna line the pans because she's better at this than I am.
tell me arts and crafts.
Yeah. So funny story. We were getting things ready and I was prepping the cake. And I had the sugar canister open. And I can't even remember what I said that made you laugh, but you laughed really hard. And somehow the fire extinguisher fell. And it hit one of the dog's bowls, and glass went absolutely everywhere.
I was sweeping the floor. And I had.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what I said, but I made you laugh.
You made me laugh, and you made me like knock myself over. Like
she kind of fell forward like you do.
I lost my balance.
Yeah, when you laugh.
And I fell backwards into the stairs and knocked over the fire extinguisher.
Anyway, so that happened, and that's why we're using brown sugar today. Glass went absolutely everywhere, and including into, just conveniently, I watched it go in the sugar container. So, yeah, you just have to kind of roll with changes sometimes when you're baking. I mean, especially like if it's for an occasion and you've got a certain amount of time to get something done, you see what else you have in your kitchen and you improvise. And sometimes it's a cheddar bomb. Sometimes it's just exploding cheddar, and that's what you want in the moment, and that's fine. So anyway, see what she's doing? This is so cool.
It's a star.
Yeah. And when you put it in the pan, the corners don't fall in on themselves.
Learned this trick through Emmy made.
Oh yeah, was it Emmy made that we saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that and then you told me.
I told her about it, and she just like rendered it herself. Like I was just like, you're amazing, because I still can't figure out what she did. So this is awesome. Good job.
I'll do it step by step.
Yeah, show us.
So what you want is a panel that has, in our case, it's got square like outlines. So like you can see that. So
yeah, not all parchment paper is made that way.
Not all parchment paper
but some
is
has
made the
measurements,
same,
which
but
is nice.
yeah, this one has like guidelines. And if you have the guideline paper, or if you don't, then what you want to do is you want to measure it so that it's the length and the width of the pan, first of all. And then you're going to cut. I had a brain injury.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna cut it as long as you want. And then you're gonna fold it in half. Doesn't matter what kind it does. Hamburger style. Hamburger style. And then you're gonna fold it in half again.
I still don't know what that means, and I worked in a restaurant that made hamburgers, so.
Hamburger style is like elementary school.
Okay, so like landscape?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like if you... So, think about it this way. This is hot dog. This is hamburger.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I've never heard it referred to in that way, but that's cool.
I was told that in elementary school. Anyway. Once you have this, you're not going to use the corner that's been folded on both edges. You're going to use the edges that are like kind of
partially folded and then also a loose end? Or all loose?
All loose. All the loose ends.
So all the loose ends.
You're going to cut the corners of the loose ends off.
I think it's really funny that it's called decurling paper and it curls. Oh, goodness.
So, yeah. You want to form basically an L,
Yeah, okay.
you know,
Now I understand.
and once you unfold it, it turns into a star. Or a plus sign, or
Or the Red Cross symbol.
yes,
Or the Swedish flag. Yes.
all of those are acceptable. As long as you have something that you can
Or
lift out of
Swiss
the
flag. It's a Swiss flag.
as long as you have something you can lift
Yeah.
out of the pan afterwards that is like it leaves a clean edge.
And you just want to make
Around
sure
your
that the
cake.
paper doesn't fall into the cake.
Even that, I don't think is necessarily a problem. It happened with Dad's cake, but we did film that.
Yeah.
We did.
I mean, if you want to get totally technical, you could just, like use paper clips.
Yeah, that's how you line a pan, a square pan that is perfectly square.
Yep, very nice. Okay, so now let's
Pour the batter in.
yeah. Do you want to do that or do you want me to do that?
You can do it.
Okay.
So just eyeball it, you know.
If you want to get really technical, you could weigh it.
Yeah.
But that's something that we should have done in the beginning. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, you really have to have the weight of your beginning product so you know how to divide it in two. And we didn't do that, so we're not gonna bother with that today. And it's my
gonna
flippin'
be
birthday.
just fine.
So I say that it's gonna be just fine.
It's gonna be just fine.
And I know this cake always turns out delicious because I've made it a couple of times now. Okay, so you also want to do a little shake a tapa tapa, as Chef John would say. So we're adding this to a preheated 325 degree oven, and it's going to bake for about, I'm going to say 35 minutes because it's in two pans, but it may need to go longer, so we'll check it at the 35-minute mark. Hi, we're back. So it's frosting time. The cake took about 35 minutes to bake, all told. No problems, it was done. So we took it out, let it cool for probably about an hour and a half, and now in this bowl, I have the cooled ganache. And so I'm going to turn this into frosting now by whipping it into shape. Shaking it up. And so we're gonna let this go for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. So right now I'm adding the coconut emulsion, and if I need more, I will add more. I'm gonna try it in just a minute. Look at this.
So lovely and thick.
Thick, aerated, exactly what we're looking for here. Yep.
Oh.
Want to lick the pita?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so now we're gonna move it on over to the cake.
Look at that.
Pretty good. just a small amount of this to a bag because you kind of want to build a wall around the border of the cake. And to do that, the easiest way is to just pipe it. What happened?
I have to have my hand on this at all times.
Oh, did it fall?
No. It's just
I moved.
your attention.
So now that we've got a wall going, I'm going to use most of what's in this bag. Probably. There we go. All right. Now I'm just going to add a little bit to the inside. So we have some filling. Yes, I would like that. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, what is with my brain? It's my birthday. That's why.
She's frazzled.
I'm not frazzled.
It's okay to be frazzled.
I'm fine. Everything is fine. Paint. Everything clean. Everything new. Paint. Butters. Paint. All right. So I'm gonna get the other part of the cake. Set it right on top. Boom, boom. Cake. Cake! All right.
It is now whoopie pie.
Kind of, yeah, a big square one.
Big square whoopie pie.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the name whoopie pie come from?
You would have to ask the person who developed whoopie pies. I really don't know.
Is it like named after Whoopi Goldberg? Or
No, it's not. That would be funny, but it's not. All right.
something?
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it naked because
She likes nude.
I like naked. Alright.
She gonna give it the Snickers vein.
Something like that. All right. Maybe I'll try a little myself.
Do it. It's
Mmm,
pretty good.
it's really good. I'm glad I didn't take the lemon zest out.
Yeah.
I was gonna pass it through a sieve and take the lemon zest out. I decided to keep it in because it didn't seem to make that much of a difference in the texture. So I just didn't do it. Happy birthday to me. Hopefully not happy birthday to the ground.
Happy birthday to the dogs.
Oh, they would definitely enjoy this, I'm sure.
They would decimate it. They would be like, oh, yes. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
good.
There's a reason this is a pick-me cake. That white chocolate really does make an interesting addition to the crumb. And it makes it so that you don't really have to add oil to it.
How did the?
So I'm gonna try it with the frosting now.
How do you think that the brown sugar versus the white sugar made a difference? Do you think it changed it at all?
So I wasn't gonna add toffee to it. And I think that kind of made up for that. So it was kind of a happy accident. I mean,
Maybe the universe was like,
try this. So there you go. I'm gonna write the recipe with the brown sugar in it because you need to do that. It's delightful.
it's good.
So yeah, I wish you were here to share this cake with me because I think I'm gonna have to freeze most of it.
We'll probably eat it in the next 3 days.
Yeah, between the four of us, I think we can probably get through it. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right. You have those. Yeah.
What you can do with the excess is make a mustache and become the more facts.
Yeah, speak for those trees. All right.
Except for the trees are in the paper. So
Yeah, you can speak on the victim tree behalf.
yes.
A cautionary tale for the trees. I don't know.
Now I make that.
Very nice. Okay, let's.
Okay. What happened here? Oh, it's chocolate.
Oh,
Is that chocolate?
let me see.
Or maybe it's a coconut piece?
It's chocolate.
And you ate the eggs.
Oh no. Oh, hopefully it's fine.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Alright.
You're gonna die of salmonella.
It's looking more like birds a little bit. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh well.
You almost died.
But I didn't.